Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby with Fitness is Medicine, and I brought my son Sage in to help me today with a partner workout. So why not mix it up and have some fun? It's always easier to exercise with a partner, no matter if you're doing the same thing or if you just happen to be in the same room. It gives you someone to talk to. So we're going to do that today. We'll demonstrate some things that you can do together. If you haven't warmed up yet, press pause right now and go do one of those warm-ups that I demonstrated, or walk around the block, get yourself warmed up before we start this exercise. Okay, I'm going to lead you through one time a set of each exercises. So you can either press pause and do another set after each exercise that we do, or you can do them all the way through with us and then go back and do them again 2 or 3 more times. Okay, we're going to start with a row using a band today, and then we will move on from there. So I'm going to let Sage have these handles. If you have 2 sets of bands with handles, then you can loop them together, around like this and row against each other. I'm just going to hold the band part, or you can use any types of bands, whatever. So you want to start with your arms straight, sit back in a little bit of an athletic stance so that your abs are contracted and you're protecting your back. Sit your hips back. All right, start with your arms straight, squeeze straight back. We're going to do some rows. Make sure you're breathing through all of this. And you want to keep your shoulders down away from your ears. There you go. Now Sage is holding his arms straight like that, but he could also turn them to the side. Sometimes that's easier to keep your shoulder blades squeezed as you go back and keep those shoulders down away from your ears. You can make this easier or harder. We could stand closer to each other to make it easier, or further apart to make it harder. So depending on what kind of band strength you have, you can adjust it to make it work for you. Okay, next we're going to do diagonal pulls away from each other. We're going to go up and down diagonally. So he's going to go up to one side and I'm going to go down to the opposite side. So I'll start down to my right, he's going to go up, and when you go down, make sure you do a squat, protect that back, pull away from each other, reach up overhead. If you have any shoulder pain with this, you could also just reach across like this. You don't have to reach it up overhead. So we're going to go 10, going this way. Let's scoot apart just a little. All right. Make sure you bend those knees and stick your hips back. I think we have one more to go. Okay, now we're going to go the opposite way. So now I'm going to go down to this side and he's going to go up that way. 1, 2. Good. So we're going to sit your hips back each time you squat down, bend those knees, and when you reach up to the side, try to pull that at a diagonal, pull against each other. Again, if it's too hard, you can scoot closer to each other. If it's too easy, scoot further back. All right, I think we're nearing to 10. How many have we done?
I think that's 10.
Okay, great. So next, we are going to do a leg exercise. So stand about right where you were, a little further over here. Okay, so we're going to do reverse lunges. So we're going to grab opposite hands, like we're shaking hands. So only do this with somebody you're living with. Keeping our left foot forward, we're going to step really far back with our right feet. All right, so you want to keep that knee straight over your ankle. Having that counterbalance, holding on, makes this a little bit easier so that you have something to really help you sit back. So if you don't have a partner, you can hang onto a counter or a railing or something, but really sitting back, getting that 90-degree bend both ways, both knees, bending that back knee, and making sure keeping this knee over your ankle and keeping the weight in your heel. All right, we're going to switch. So now we'll step back with our opposite leg. If this is too much, you can do a smaller range of motion. So you can just go to here. You know, you can even just step back. But we're going to step all the way back, bending that back knee, keeping our front weight in our front heel, and keeping our posture up tall. 2 more. 10. Okay, once you sit right there, next we're going to do an ab exercise. Scoot back just a little. And we have this ball. It only weighs 2 pounds, but scoot up now. You can use anything. You can use, you know, an empty water jug. You can use a soccer ball. You can use any type of ball. It doesn't really matter. This isn't a really heavy one. But I need to make sure when I go back, I'm not going to hit my head on that. Okay. So we're just going to pass it back and forth. We're going to do the same motion, but only one person will have the ball. So we'll go about 10 times total, so maybe each person has the ball 5 times. So I'm going to go back, sit up, pass Sage the ball. So we're going to go all the way back and forth, having that resistance to push against. Scoot forward, keep your knees bent. There you go. So I'm going to lean back. If you have any neck pain with this, remember to think about tucking your chin and envisioning a rope pulling your chest up instead of like really crunching with your neck. Come forward. Bend your knees. Okay, we're going to do 1 more each. All right, good job. Okay, the last one we're going to do is a balance exercise, which we've done before, but we're just going to stand and face each other. So having someone in your close proximity like that actually makes it a lot harder. So we're going to stand on the, kind of mirror each other. We're going to do a star hold. So we're reaching out and having that person, if you need, you can reach out and touch each other to make that a little easier if you need it. It actually might make it harder because the other person might throw you off balance. But just holding that balance. So all I'm doing, now I'm going to switch and do the other foot. All I'm doing is, yep, that looks better, is we're going to mirror each other. You can make funny faces at each other and try to throw them off balance or like poke them or something. 13-year-old balance. All right, come back. Let's finish that. Come closer to me. All right, we're going to do this for about 10 more seconds. You want to aim for about 30 seconds on each leg. So if you're having a hard time and you can't actually hold it, aim for 30 seconds total. So keep coming back to it and keep working on it. Okay, follow this. If you need to, follow it up with stretching. Always follow it up with stretching. If you want to do it again, you can either press pause and rewind it, just pull it back to the beginning and follow us through again. Do it, I would say a couple more times. This isn't a super intense workout, but let me know if you have any questions. Have fun with this, and I will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.